Coleman, Chair of the Council. Multi-location meeting. The meeting will be live streamed and recorded and will be available for viewing after the meeting. Should the live stream fail, the meeting will continue and a recording will be available through the Council's website following the conclusion of the meeting. Can I remind members that translation facilities are available? If you wish to make use of this facility, please select the English language option on the microphone delegate unit. If you're in the Council chamber, and for those attending remotely, by clicking on the Audio Settings tab and selecting English. For those wishing to speak, please press your microphone push to speak button, which is located at the bottom of the microphone console. Similarly, for those attending remotely, press the push to speak tab. Your names will appear in a queue, and I will take speakers in turn and as I consider appropriate. Please do not use the yellow hand function. This should only be used if you want to come in with a point of order. In order to maintain your place in the speaker queue when asking a question, please leave your microphone on until you have received a response and asked any supplementary questions. As we get used to the new conferencing system, it's worth noting that if your microphone is red, you are an active speaker, but should wait until I invite you to speak. Those in the queue may appear green at first, but will change to red as you move up the queue. For those attending remotely, please note that those in the chamber will be unable to use the chat facility. Remote attendees, if you do need to leave the meeting temporarily, please pop a message in the chat function so the Democratic Service Officer is aware, and then let us know when you return. I expect everyone present and participating in this meeting to conduct themselves appropriately and to be respectful to each other. That applies to members, officers, and members of the press. Diolch. Do we have apologies for absence, item 1?
Apologies have been received from councillors Frank Bradfield, Hannah Fleet, Ros Griffiths-Williams, Elizabeth Roberts, Dilwyn Roberts and Trevor Stott.
Diolch, Sally.
Sorry, Chair, can I give apologies for Andrew Wood, please?
Thank you, Councillor Paul. Item 2, declarations of interest. And can I remind members that they must declare the nature of their declared personal interest? Thank you. Councillor Sian Grady.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to declare an interest, prejudicial interest on some of the housing in the area, in my area, so I'll leave the meeting. Thank you.
Diolch, Councillor Sian. Anybody else?
Chair, just for clarity, I'm taking that relates to Councillor Chan's declaration relates to the RLDP item.
Sorry, yes, number 12. Sorry.
Diolch, Councillor Sian. Diolch, Matt. Urgent matters. Not aware of any urgent matters. Item 4 is the minutes. The minutes are here for accuracy and not for debate. Can I have a proposer to approve the minutes of the meeting held on the 22nd of the 5th, pages 4 to 14 in the pack? Councillor Harry Saville, thank you. Can we have a seconder, please? Oh, got lots of seconders. Gale, thank you. Councillor Gale, thank you. And can we vote by a show of hands, please? Thank you. Minutes are approved. Item 5 is to receive announcements, and I will start with my announcements. Just for your information, I will be making 2 announcements in Welsh, so you might wish to have your headsets ready if you need the translation facility. So I do have a number of announcements this morning. We have been quite busy in the past month. First of all, I would like to thank councillors for electing me to the position of chair in my absence at the AGM. It is a privilege and honour to serve our residents, the council, and to represent Conway County Borough Council while carrying out civic duties. Thank you to Councillor Sue Shotter for all her support over the time I was Vice Chair, and congratulations to Councillor Mike Priestley on being elected Vice Chair. Councillor Mike Priestley and myself, along with the leader and local members, attended the official handover of Bodlondeb to the Quidos Investments. We wish them well in their future and look forward to seeing the economic development opportunities their innovative ideas will bring to Conway. I, along with others, attended the opening of the Crathing Leisure Centre and observed the state-of-the-art gym and fitness facility that the centre offers. Fit Conway are to be commended on this innovative and already well-used facility. It was heartening to see so many young people enjoying their time at the centre. I have attended 2 citizenship ceremonies in the Town Hall, Llandudno. It is open to our new citizens and hear their stories. This month we have welcomed new citizens to Conway from all over the world, including Syria, Finland, the Philippines and Canada. Councillor Mike Priestley attended the 60th Diamond Jubilee speech day at St David's College in June, where he met with students and staff from the college. Llongyfarchiadau, congratulations to Councillor Jo Nuttall on her election as Mayor of Colwyn, to Councillor Sian Grady on her election as Deputy Mayor for Conway Town, and Councillor Anthony Batola, the new Mayor of Llandudno. Llongyfarchiadau I plant a phobl ifanc Sir Conwy. Fe'n cystadlu ac a enillod wobrau yn Eisteddfod Genedlaethol yr Urdd yn mis Mai. Mae yna lawer o dalentau yma yng Nghonwy, da iawn chi. Llongyfarchiadau i'r cynghoredd Aron Wyn, ar ennill gradd BA gydag anrhedydd dosbarth cyntaf mewn polisi cymdeithasol a cymdeithaseg ac a rhaddiodd o Brifysgol Bangor wythnos yma. Llwyddodd i wneud hyn tra'n aelod cabinet am 2 flynedd gyntaf ei gwrs gradd. Llongyfarchiadau. Do we have any announcements from the leader? We do have an announcement from Councillor Nigel Smith.
Diolch, Cadeirydd. Well, I'm pleased to confirm that the in-year collection rates achieved for 24-25, which reflect the excellent performance of a local taxation team. Council tax, we achieved an in-year collection rate of 96.7%, placing us 4th in the highest in Wales. And our business rates, we collected 98.5, ranking us 3rd highest in Wales. These results are testament to the dedication and professionalism of a local taxation manager, Sue Plum, and her outstanding team. Their continued excellence, particularly in such challenging financial climate where the council tax plays an increasing vital role in funding our services, is truly commendable. This is a service who often goes under the radar, yet it plays a crucial role in sustaining our council's financial health. The team's consistent ranking amongst the 3rd or 4th in Wales for collection rates speaks volumes about their commitment and hard work. Those members who, like me, regularly engage with both revenues and benefits services will appreciate how approachable and responsive officers are in their efforts to provide clear advice and guidance. Importantly, this performance should also assure our residents that we are highly efficient in collecting what is due, ensuring that vital funds are reinvested directly into delivering our essential council services, So I ask the Council to please join me in extending our heartfelt congratulations and thanks to Sue and her team for this fantastic achievement. Diolch.
Diolch. Diolch, Councillor Nigel. And Rhyn, the Chief Executive, has an announcement.
I'll do the first bits in Welsh, if that's okay. Diolch. Yn gyntaf, llongychadau Cynghorydd Sharon ar ei phenodiad fel cadeirydd y Cyngor, a da ni fel swyddogion yn edrych ymlaen yn arw i gydweithio ac i gefnogi fel sydd angen dros y flwyddyn nesaf, wedyn llongychadau enfawr. A dwi'n meddwl, jyst diweddariad i chi ar y gwaith sydd wedi bod yn mynd ymlaen yn coed pella, mae'n siŵr bod chi'n gweld bod pethau yn dechrau dod i ben yma o ran y gwaith. Dwi eisiau diolch o galon i pawb sydd wedi bod yn rhan o hynny, ac yn benodol y contractwyr a Geraint sydd wedi bod yn arwain y contractwyr am ei gwaith diflino dros y misoedd dwytha. Mae wedi bod yn gyfnod byr iawn i drio gael y gwaith mae wedi wneud, felly dwi'n ddiolchgar iawn am ei gwaith nhw, ond hefyd i diolch i bawb sydd wedi gweithio o ran y cyngor hefyd yn y cyfnod yna. Mae wedi bod yn reit heriol ar y degau, a mae'r ffordd maen wedi gweithio trwy'r problemau a cael datrisiadau wedi bod yn wych. Wedyn, yn hynod diolchgar i bawb am ei cydweithio. Da ni'n gobeithio fydd yr handover ffurfiol yn digwydd wrth nesaf. Wedyn, mae hynna'n mynd i fod yn gyfle i ni ail setio i ryw raddau, fel bod na gobeithio fwy o stafelloedd ar gael ar gyfer cyfarfodydd ac yn y blaen o wsos nesaf ymlaen. Just on a few other things, I was working through reports last night and rereading the performance report, and I think it's incredibly challenging at the moment, as we all know, for all staff across the authority. However, we've seen we should celebrate some successes, and there are quite a few, which are mentioned in that report, but it's being innovative in these difficult times, which is the important part of it. Now, that's not saying that we need to improve. There are definitely areas that we are working on, need to improve, but I think it's important to recognise success. And on that, I think it's incredibly positive, some of the innovations we've had in terms of getting our young people through the door to work for the council, and we've seen really good examples in social care, legal, planning, and we have other services planning to bring young people through the door and give opportunities to our local young people, and it's something we definitely need to build on. However, there is another side to that. So we also have people leaving us, and over the past few months we've had quite a few people leaving us, experienced staff, very difficult to replace that experience. But I'd like to I won't name individuals because there are quite a few of them, but I'd like to put on record my personal thanks to their dedication to Conwy for a number of years, and what they've given us. I don't think we can put into words really, over and above what you would expect from staff. So a real thanks to people who have left. And now this is where it gets a little bit difficult for me, because we have one member of staff who will be leaving us in September, which is Dawn Hughes. You'll all have worked with Dawn over the either the past few years or for a long time, and you will know what a wonderful officer Dawn is. Now, Dawn isn't here this week, and I think she's done this on purpose because she knew what was coming. But I couldn't let this meeting go without mentioning Dawn, because she's worked, I think it's 18 years she's worked here, and she's, for the majority of that time, she's been working with you as members, helping you, assisting you, informing you, giving you a bit of a telling off at times. And she is honestly one of the best officers I've personally ever worked with, and I will really miss my chats with Dawn about various things, including Liverpool Football Club, by the way. So I'll get that. But she's will be impossible to replace Dawn. She's an incredible officer. So I on behalf of all the officers in Conwy, I'd like to extend my gratitude and thanks to Dawn for all she's done for all of us over the past 18 years, and wish her a long and fabulous retirement when she retires in September. And that's it for me. Yeah.
Diolch, Rhyn. Item 6, are there any questions under the rule 14.2? No, we have no questions. Moving on to item 7, the appointment of an independent member to the Standards Committee, and the report will be presented by Councillor Charlie McCoubry. Diolch.
Diolch, there the Browda pub. Yeah, it's within Councillor Dilwyn's portfolio. He couldn't be with us today because he's recovering from some minor surgery. I spoke to him yesterday. He was absolutely fine. I say minor surgery. He is a farmer, so God knows what that encompasses, but he sounded in very good form. So yeah, I will be taking his 3 reports today, Chair. So this report's on pages 15 to 17. The Standards Committee, as I'm sure you know, has a majority of independent, co-opted members on it to take any political shenanigans out of it. It plays a very important role ensuring councillors uphold the standards that the public expect of us. The independent members are, we advertise, people apply and they're interviewed. They are allowed to essentially stay on for 2 full terms. We have one member, Jill Murgatroyd, whose first term is coming to an end. She's keen to stay on and take on a second term. She's a very valued and active member of the Standards Committee. So if we did not keep her on, then clearly we'd have to go out and re-advertise and re-interview, and there would be a cost to that as well. But as she's a very proactive and good member of the committee, I'm very happy to move the option 4.1 that we reappoint Jill Murgatroyd to the Standard Committee for a second term. So, diolch Cadeirydd.
Diolch, Councillor Charlie. Could I have a seconder, please? Councillor Harry, second that. Okay, we are going to use our keypads for the vote. Can I ask for the vote to begin, please? Please vote by using the voting function. And you can change your vote until I instruct the operator to close the vote.
No.
Okay, can we close the vote, please? And the result is there on the screen. So, not Councillor, Jill Murgatroyd is to be reappointed to the Standard Committee for a second term. Diolch. Item 8 is going to be presented by Councillor Charlie McCoubry, and it's the annual report of the Standards Committee. Diolch.
Okay, Chair. Yeah, thank you. I'm very pleased to present the annual report for the Standards Committee, which is on pages 18 to 20. It's a legal requirement that the Standard Committee presents a report every year. 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3 sets out what needs to go into the report. This has been approved by the Standards Committee for presentation to full council. The options for us at 4.1 are to receive the annual report of the Standards Committee for the year 24-25. I'm happy to move that, but if members have any comments or observations on the actual report itself, I'd be happy to either answer them or hand on to Matt as the senior officer. So, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Charlie. Do we have a seconder for Councillor Charlie's proposal? Councillor Mike Priestley has seconded. And Councillor Harry Saville would like to speak.
I would, Chair. Thank you. I do have a question, perhaps for the leader, of I'm conscious he's covering for Councillor Roberts, so perhaps the monitoring officer may be better placed to field this question. I was just having a look through the annual report, and obviously part of it covers the compliance with political group leaders' duties, which has been introduced as part of the Local Government Elections Wales Act 2021. Of course, members will be aware that that's a comparatively new bit of legislation and something perhaps we are, maybe it's wrong of me to say, still finding our feet with, but it's still something quite novel to us. I was having a look at the end of the report, and it states that each group leader completed their own report on the steps that they've taken to comply with duty, and that this has been shared with the Standards Committee, who interviewed group leaders privately. What I wondered is whether or not any more information went to the Standards Committee, whether or not the Standards Committee was taking feedback from those group leaders at face value. I'm conscious there'll be a number of issues that would routinely be reported to our monitoring officer in the first instance and whether or not they're shared with the Standards Committee. I would have thought it would be useful for the Standards Committee to have that holistic breadth of information to be able to make a balanced assessment. Just a question, I don't know if anyone's able to assist with that.
Chair, it's exactly what it says in the report in terms of what's been sent to the Standards Committee. It's the group leader's own report, and then there are private